Good afternoon. My name is Julia Baranova. I am a financial consultant focusing on matters related to protection, life, disability, long-term care. I work in New York. I am available in many states, and this channel is dedicated to education regarding various insurance-related matters, life, disability, and long-term care. Today, I would like to cover a topic that comes up quite often in any discussions dedicated to protection and life insurance in groups in Facebook, sometimes anonymous. Participants would ask, do I need permanent insurance? Is it good? Do I need it? And quite often there will be a very bitter and expanded discussion, and inadvertently there will be someone who will say, oh, absolutely not, you do not need it, do not buy it, you just need a term insurance, 20-year term, that's it. This is pretty much the advice that Susie Orman also gives, a famous and celebrated coach, financial coach, who many of you know. She only says that you only need protection for 20 years, 20 times, 25 times your earnings, and then buy term, invest the difference, and then you will be fine, you will be done. What is my opinion on that? It's just like if you call your dentist and ask, I have a pain in my tooth, and dentist will just say, let's have a root canal done without knowing anything about you, like when you ask a general recommendation on Facebook and you're given general recommendations. It's not prudent for an advisor of any kind or anyone to give you a recommendation without knowing your circumstances. Life insurance serves many various needs. There are very many different companies, products, and they all function maybe in a similar fashion, but they are serving different purposes. One life insurance may be pure protection for mortgage, or while the family is raising kids, after that they plan to discontinue it, and they indeed intending to buy it and then invest the difference. There might be a large estate where large estate taxes will be due upon death of the second spouse, and then children will have to liquidate illiquid assets, for example, real estate, to come up with millions of dollars of money to pay the IRS. There is a life insurance, and it will be permanent insurance. They will be able to pay for the estate taxes with the least damage to their estate, right? There may be insurance that is used for retirement planning. There may be insurance used just to have a source of cash, to insure business owners, or to save for certain goals of life, or protect long-term care. So there are so many various applications of life insurance. It's just impossible that someone tells you it's no good for you, it's just to benefit the agent. That's probably the most popular reason why someone would say, your agent wants to take advantage of you. Profiling and stereotyping, that kind of happens. So if we don't go into details of different types of policies, and even in permanent insurance, there are several. There is whole life, which is most guaranteed product. There is predictability, there is guaranteed values, then there might be dividends that are paid on top. Then there are more riskier types like indexed universal life or variable universal life, where there is a large potential of growing your cash values, but also potential that market will crash, and with it will crash your life policy, and it will end up when you most need it. So many nuances, but I just want to give a quick summary. What are the benefits if we're just looking at permanent insurance as a type? What are the benefits? First of all, just like its name says, it's permanent. It's designed in such a way that if you follow the recommendations, like the payment, in many cases, it will last a lifetime. So if you bought 20-year term, like many Americans, those listeners of Susie Orman, then at age 70, when they accumulated no money, they're afraid that they'll have nothing to pay for the funeral, and suddenly they're spending tons of money to buy 25-year you have funeral expense insurance. To avoid that, you have a permanent life insurance that's with you forever. Doesn't matter what will happen to you at some point, it will always be there for you. Secondly, there are people who only respect assets. They do not believe in spending money. They call it wasting money, throwing money away. Even if it's not much money for term, they would still prefer a permanent insurance. This insurance is the only way to go. They just need to find the right type for themselves, right? Next one, there are so many new riders. The policies are very sophisticated these days. You can use your policy to pay long-term care or chronic care expenses. This is important. I know cases when a person got broke, but from his old good days in his business, he prepaid a very large whole life policy, and he finds suddenly he has like $300,000, $500,000 credit line that he can write checks against, and he can continue his life and his business. You know, that happened as well. Also, for example, our life is dynamic. Our life is not as predicted by Susie Orman that in 20 years we're done with kids, we're done with everything, mortgage, you know, then another goal starts. I sold 20-year policies in 2002, 2003. All same people come to me now when they're in their 50s, and they say, listen, my policy price for some reason started going up. What happened? And this is what happens with guaranteed 20 policies, you know, 30. After this period, the term is done, your price is going up. And people come to me, one had a baby at age 50, fourth child. They need again 20 years, 30 years of insurance. What do? They try to buy a new one, no longer as healthy, 20 years older, price is absolutely different, nothing to account for. If they bought something back then, they would be already paid up insurance probably just now, right? So circumstances change. You know, life doesn't stay in one place. What I would recommend, if you buy term insurance, buy the one that is flexible, that can be converted, that can be used for different reasons. For example, cover living benefits, can convert into a good policy, you know, good whole life. Go with good companies, sit down with an advisor, someone who understands various types of insurance. Do not limit yourself to someone who only knows term. There are companies that only have one product. They train in this product, and their agents try to persuade the people that nothing is worthy other than this particular product. This is very narrow-minded, and obviously it's serving the agent and not the client. I would recommend going to professionals who are diversified, whether they're working for a big insurance company or they're brokers, so that they could select a product for you that is right for you, for your specific circumstances. Do not rely on Google. Do not rely on advisors from the Facebook group that know nothing about you. Read what you're buying, you know, look into it, try to work with people who you can really trust, who was highly recommended. If you like this video, please put a like. I would appreciate if you subscribe and even forward to your friends. If someone would like consultation, evaluation of your policies, or would like to discuss how to properly protect your family, you're very welcome to reach out to me, and we'll set up a time for consultation. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.